In the sprawling metropolis of New York City, the sun blazed through the skyscrapers, casting long shadows over the bustling streets below. High above the city, Tony Stark, clad in his iconic Iron Man suit, soared through the azure sky, his advanced propulsion systems propelling him forward with effortless grace. As the CEO of Stark Industries, Tony's days were filled with meetings, innovations, and the occasional skirmish with nefarious villains. However, on this particular morning, Tony found himself yearning for something more, something beyond the confines of routine heroics and corporate responsibilities. "Jarvis, any distress signals or unusual activity in the vicinity?" Tony inquired, his voice reverberating within the confines of his helmet. "Negative, sir. It appears to be a relatively quiet day," Jarvis responded, his artificial intelligence algorithm scanning the city for any signs of trouble. Tony sighed inwardly, a feeling of restlessness gnawing at him from within. Despite the lack of imminent danger, he couldn't shake the sense of anticipation that tingled in his veins. Perhaps it's time for a change of scenery, Tony mused to himself, a spark of excitement igniting within him. With a flick of his wrist, Tony redirected his flight path, veering away from the familiar skyline of New York City. Guided by a sudden impulse, he charted a course towards the uncharted horizons beyond the city limits. As Iron Man soared across the landscape, the sprawling urban jungle gradually gave way to verdant forests, majestic mountains, and sparkling rivers. The world stretched out before him in all its breathtaking beauty, a tapestry of untamed wilderness waiting to be explored. Descending towards a secluded valley nestled between towering peaks, Tony touched down with a soft thud, the whirring of his suit's repulsors fading into silence. He glanced around, taking in the serene surroundings with a sense of wonder. "Jarvis, scan the area for any anomalous energy readings or signs of civilization," Tony instructed, his curiosity piqued by the untamed wilderness that surrounded him. Scanning, no anomalous energy readings detected. However, there appears to be a faint electromagnetic signature emanating from the northern ridge, Jarvis replied, his synthesized voice echoing in Tony's helmet. With a sense of anticipation coursing through his veins, Tony set off towards the northern ridge, his armored boots crunching against the forest floor with each determined step. As he ascended the rugged terrain, the air grew thinner, and the landscape grew more rugged. Upon reaching the summit, Tony beheld a sight that took his breath away. Nestled within a hidden valley, shielded from prying eyes by sheer cliffs and dense foliage, lay an ancient temple, its weathered stone walls adorned with intricate carvings and symbols of a bygone era. "Jarvis, any records of this temple in historical databases?" Tony inquired, his gaze lingering on the mysterious structure before him. "Negative, sir. It appears to be a previously undiscovered archaeological site," Jarvis responded, his voice tinged with curiosity. Determined to unravel the secrets hidden within the ancient temple, Tony approached the imposing stone entrance, his armored fingers tracing the faded runes that adorned its surface. With a mighty heave, he pushed open the massive doors, revealing a dimly lit chamber shrouded in shadows. As Tony ventured deeper into the temple, he marveled at the intricacy of its design, the walls adorned with ancient murals depicting scenes of gods and warriors locked in epic battles. Guided by a sense of intuition, he pressed onward, his keen intellect and advanced technology serving as his guide through the labyrinthine corridors. After what seemed like hours of exploration, Tony finally reached the heart of the temple, where an ornate pedestal stood bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. Resting atop the pedestal was a shimmering artifact, its surface pulsating with otherworldly energy. "Jarvis, analyze the artifact. What is its origin and purpose?" Tony requested, his eyes narrowing in fascination as he studied the mysterious object before him. "Analysis inconclusive, sir. The artifact appears to possess unique energy signatures not present in any known databases," Jarvis replied, his digital interface flickering with data streams. Undeterred by the lack of concrete information, Tony reached out to touch the artifact, his fingers tingling as they made contact with its smooth surface. In an instant, a surge of power coursed through him, engulfing him in a blinding cascade of light. When the light finally subsided, Tony found himself standing in a place unlike any he had ever seen before. Before him stretched a vast expanse of stars and galaxies, their shimmering beauty a testament to the wonders of the universe. "Where am I, Jarvis? What is this place?" Tony asked, his voice echoing in the infinite expanse of space. "Unknown, sir. It appears to be a dimensional anomaly outside the bounds of conventional spacetime," Jarvis replied, his voice tinged with uncertainty. Determined to unravel the mystery of his surroundings, Tony set off into the cosmic void, his Iron Man suit adapting seamlessly to the alien environment. As he journeyed through the stars, he encountered strange beings and civilizations beyond his wildest imagination, each one holding clues to the true nature of the universe. Along the way, Tony faced countless challenges and adversaries, testing his wit, courage, and ingenuity to their limits. Yet through it all, he remained steadfast in his quest for knowledge and enlightenment, driven by an insatiable curiosity that burned brightly within him. In the end, Tony emerged from his cosmic odyssey a changed man, his perspective forever altered by the wonders he had witnessed and the trials he had overcome. With newfound wisdom and humility, he returned to Earth, ready to face whatever challenges the future held with renewed purpose and determination. And so, the legend of Iron Man continued to evolve, as Tony Stark embarked on new adventures and explored uncharted horizons beyond the confines of the known universe. For in the vast expanse of space and time, there were always new frontiers waiting to be discovered, and Tony Stark would stop at nothing to explore them all.